Except for the jail, please keep mic live. Start with, all right. Sir, can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Ezekiel Christian Valdez, 12/17/1991.
I'm sorry, if there's somebody on the call that is unmuted, please mute yourself now. My apologies, Mr. Valdez. Can you repeat that?
Ezekiel Christian Valdez, 12/17/1991.
All right, Mr. Valdez, good evening. This time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this evening based on the charge of assault allegedly committed on September 20th. The evening of September 20th. To remind you, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you.
Is this a felony matter or misdemeanor?
It's a misdemeanor matter, sir.
Okay.
Though I do believe you are being held on some separate felony matters and a city court matter. Those are not before me today. So what I'm going to do is set a hearing for you, an arraignment in front of Judge Foster at the Justice Court. That'll be on October the 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. I will note for the court for Judge Foster that you are being held in custody on the felony and the city court matters, so you may be seen by video the same way you're appearing in front of me this evening.
Okay.
You will be seen by her. I am not going to hold you in custody based on your other holds and the nature of this case. Though if you are released, I will release you on your own recognizance. In this case, I'm going to order you not to have any contact of any kind with the alleged victim, to include going to where they work or live. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And that's all I have for you, sir. Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you.
That's it. Are you ready? Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good evening. Can you tell me your full name again?
Barry J. Burdett, 9972.
All right, Mr. Bett. Good evening. This time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this evening based on a couple of warrants that were issued for your arrest. These were by Judge Raymond Carroll, the Pima County Justice Court in Green Valley. These relate to charges of misdemeanor, not having a dog license, a county ordinance violation, and then a separate charge of driving with a suspended license and possession of drug paraphernalia. To remind you, you have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. Let's see. Don't believe you're being held on any other matter. So I'm going to set a hearing for you, sir, in 3 days. September 25th at 8:30 in the morning. If I release you from custody, will you promise me you will appear at the Justice Court down in Green Valley?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. I'm not going to quash the warrant so that there's still something hanging out there. So you need to get down to the court. You need to take care of this matter on the 25th at 8:30. If you cannot make that court date, you need to communicate as early as possible to the court so that you are not put back in custody, okay?
Yes, sir. I'll be there.
Drive without a valid license.
I don't drive.
Yes, sir. Well, best of luck to you, and that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good evening, sir. No. Hold on.
Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
No, Dustin Donahoe, 1976.
Thank you, John. Now, this is time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this evening based on two charges involving domestic violence disorderly conduct and domestic violence assault allegedly occurring earlier today. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. I'm going to take a look here very quickly at some information. All right. Unfortunately, pretrial services couldn't reach the alleged victim in this case, though. Do you reside? I'm assuming you reside with the alleged victim. Your spouse?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have alternate space, alternate housing you can go to.
I own a motorhome. I could pick that up and go to her aunt's house.
Okay.
Besides that, I don't really know too many people here in Tucson.
Okay. Well, if you do need assistance, so the reason I ask is I need to enter conditions of release. Unfortunately, because I don't have input from the alleged victim, I have to err on the side of caution. So I'm going to order that you not have any contact of any kind with her, to include going to where she works or lives. So if you need assistance with housing arrangements, if for whatever reason your trailer is not adequate, the jail can point you to resources that are located just outside of the jail that can hopefully direct you to some place where you can be. And I'm going to set a hearing for you on October the 2nd at 10:30 in the morning. That'll be an arraignment in front of Judge Crystal Ann Foster here at the Justice Court in downtown Tucson. If I release you, will you promise me you will appear at that hearing, sir?
Yes, I will.
Then I'll release you on your promise. Again, I'm going to order you not have any contact with the alleged victim, not to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and not to commit any acts of domestic violence. So again, sir, you're going to be released. Please make sure and abide by all these conditions and attend your hearing on the 2nd. Otherwise, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Okay?
Stood.
All right. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Your Honor.
You're excused. Thank you.
Yep.
Well.
Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Manuel Jesus Garcia, September 19, 1999.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Good evening. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You are being seen here this evening based on a charge, two charges, right? I'm sorry, one charge, excuse me, of domestic violence disorderly conduct that allegedly occurred earlier today. I'd remind you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You can take a look here. I don't believe you're being held on any other matter. Do you reside with the alleged victim, sir?
Started,
Do you reside with the alleged victim, Jose Garcia?
what does that mean?
Do you live with
Reside?
him? Do you live
No.
with? You do not live with him.
No, please, no.
All right, so I see there's two other cases involving allegations of domestic violence involving the same alleged victim. That's giving me some cause for concern. So I'm going to set a bond for you at $500 that can be cash secured, and I'm going to set a more expedited hearing for you. That'll be tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. And that'll be if you're still in custody by video. If not, it'll be at the Pima County Justice Court in downtown Tucson. And I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. Her name is Amanda Bynum, and her phone number will be in the information that you'll receive from this hearing, okay?
Okay, that's
I'll also enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf and advise you that in addition to the right to remain silent and right to counsel, you also have a right to be presumed innocent and have the state bear the burden of proving you guilty. And the state bears the burden of proving you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You also have a right to attend all hearings in this case, to include a trial where you are presumed innocent again, and the state has the burden of proving you guilty. However, if you fail to attend any hearings in this case, to include a trial, those hearings or that trial could proceed in your absence, so they could go forward even if you're not there. You could have new charges filed against you, and a warrant could issue for your arrest, and you can end up in custody. Also, you could be found guilty at a trial without the opportunity to defend yourself. And if you're not able to be sentenced within 90 days because of your absence, you could lose the right to appeal that conviction. Do you understand all that, sir?
No.
Okay. Well, I unfortunately can't give you legal advice since I'm not your attorney, but I have appointed you one, so that attorney will be able to advise you further. You will have a hearing tomorrow in front of Judge Foster. She may modify these conditions, but for now, I'm going to hold you on that bond. And if you do post it, I'm also ordering that you not have any contact with the alleged victim, Mr. Garcia, that you not possess any firearms or weapons, any alcohol or drugs, and that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. So, sir, you'll be seen tomorrow by Judge Foster. If you're still in custody, you'll be seen by video. If not, please make sure and attend your hearing down at the Justice Court, or a warrant could issue for your arrest. Okay? All
That's the same.
right, thank you. You're excused.
Get on here. Done.
Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Sean Daniel Langden, September 28th, 1999.
All right, thank you, Mr. Langden. Good evening. This time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this evening based on 2 charges of misdemeanor domestic violence assault and misdemeanor domestic violence criminal damage allegedly occurring earlier this afternoon. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say right now could be used against you. I'm just going to take a look here. I don't believe you're being held on any other matter, and do you live with your brother Scott?
Yes.
Do you have somewhere else you can live in the next several days?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, I'm inclined to release you and set a hearing for you on October the 2nd. So in about a week before your arraignment here at the Justice Court. If I release you, will you promise me you will attend that hearing on the 2nd?
Yes, sir.
All right, then I'll release you on your promise. Again, that hearing is going to be on October the 2nd at 10:30 in the morning here at the Pima County Justice Court in downtown Tucson. I'm also going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, and that you not have any contact with the alleged victim, your brother Scott, or go to his place of work or residence. Because you do live there or have been living there, I will allow you to return home to gather any personal belongings you need. You're going to do that with a police escort. So the way that'll happen is if you wish to gather your personal belongings, you're going to contact law enforcement, have them escort you to the residence, be there with you while you're gathering your personal belongings, and then you'll have to leave with them. You cannot be at the residence otherwise. Do you understand?
I understand.
All right, sir. Then you'll be released later this evening. Please make sure and abide by all these conditions and attend your hearing. Otherwise, a warrant could issue for your arrest and you can end up right back in jail. Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Julie.
Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Julie Patterson, January 27th, 1986.
Thank you, Patterson. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this evening based on a charge of domestic violence disorderly conduct allegedly occurring earlier today. Excuse me. You have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. I'm just going to take a look here at some information from pretrial services for a second so I can get a better sense of your case. Ms. Patterson, do you have do you live with alleged victim, Mr. Mezu?
Yes,
You have another place where you can stay for the next several days?
I have a order of protection, so I just got it this morning and they said I could stay there. And I have no place else to go.
Well, I don't see any information related to the order of protection. And obviously that matter is not before me this evening. So unfortunately, I can't guess otherwise because the alleged victim didn't respond to pretrial services. So I have to err on the side of caution here. I'm going to order that you not have any contact with the alleged victim since it seems like you're already not inclined to have any contact. I'm also going to order you not go back to where they live or work, whether or not that is the current place where they are living or staying. I don't know, but I'm going to order just to keep everyone safe that you not go to wherever he is living at the current moment. I'm going to order that you not have any alcohol or drugs in your possession and that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. I'm going to set a hearing for you, an arraignment in front of Judge Crystal Ann Foster here at the Justice Court.
Mhm.
That'll be October the 2nd at 10:30 in the morning. If I release you, will you promise me you will appear at that hearing?
Yes.
Then I will release you on your promise. Again, all those conditions are going to apply to you.
So where can I go? Because I have no place and I have no money.
Jail has a transition center when you get released, they can help you with that.
Okay.
Yes, I'm sorry. The jail has some resources that they can point you to. As far as the order of protection that you have or don't have, I don't have that information documentation in front of me. I would simply say the transition center may be a good resource for you in the interim, but you can obviously discuss the matter further next week with Judge Foster when you have your arraignment in front of her at in the
So I might not be able to go back until next week because I have my cats and the order of protection is with my cats.
So again, I don't know if he is actually residing there or not. So that's not information that I have in front of me. I will allow, just in case that there is any kind of confusion, I will allow you to go back to the home one time with the police escort.
Okay.
So if you do wish to go and gather any personal belongings, your cats or anything else, you'll contact law enforcement. You can call 311, the non-emergency line, arrange for them to be present with you. You gather your belongings and then you leave with them. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. But otherwise, wherever he is staying, the residence you shared or somewhere else, simply cannot be where he is. That's my order for this evening. Okay. Okay. All right, ma'am. That's all I have for you. Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you.
Alexander. Out the door, miss.
Hello, sir.
Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Yeah, Alexander Storm Flores.
All right, Mr. Flores, good evening. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this evening based on misdemeanor charges of domestic violence assault allegedly occurring earlier this afternoon. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. I believe we have one or both of the alleged victims on the line. Do we have Mr. Excuse me one second, sorry. Either Mr. Well, I guess we can start. Mr. Alexander Flores, I'm not sure if it's senior. Are you on the line, sir?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. And do we also have is it Mr. Jesse Soto?
No, sir, I don't think he's on the line.
Okay. All right, Mr. Flores, good evening. My name is Judge Padilla. I'm presiding over this session of the initial appearance calendar. Just to let you know, the purpose of this hearing is to determine whether or not a defendant like Mr. Flores will be held in custody or not. And if he is released, what conditions will or will not apply. This is not a hearing where we're going to go over the facts of the case, discuss guilt, innocence, plea agreements, trials, anything like that. This is simply to determine whether or not and under what conditions Mr. Flores will be released. So if you have any information you'd like me to know about that, please feel free to speak your piece at this time.
Yes, Judge. We filed a court order to petition for mental health and for him to get back to medication. We filed that this evening and we delivered it to the jail this evening. So he needs to get mental help and go to the CRC for evaluation
And I'd go to Sierra for in-state first.
and medication.
All your garbage can be.
I'm sorry, sir. Can you, I think you may have broken up right there. Can you please repeat your last statement?
Yes, we filed a petition for court order for him to get mental health and to get back to his medication. We filed for him to go to CRC for an evaluation and medication.
One sec. All right, sir, I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
No, that was it. I said we filed a court order.
Okay.
For him to get mental health.
Joe, can you confirm whether or not there was I don't have any sort of Title 32 or any sort of hold for mental health purposes. Can you confirm whether or not there's that process is working at this point?
Not that we've been made aware, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Flores. Anything else you'd like me to know?
Do you have that order, sir?
I don't have any documentation in front of me related to any sort of mental health proceedings, and I don't believe the jail has anything in front of them. But irrespective, is there anything else you'd like me to know about whether or not you object to Mr. Flores being released from custody, whether or not you have safety concerns, you don't wish to have any further contact with him, or do wish to have contact? whether you welcome him or do not welcome him to your home, anything on, again, whether or not he should be released, and if so, what conditions should apply to him or you would like to see apply.
Honor, I'm sorry, Your Honor, but we delivered the paperwork at 6 o'clock this evening. We talked to the jailhouse people. They're taking it to the mental health people to make contact. I do not want to release because he's going to get released and he's either going to try to walk home or go back to the other victim's house. And we do not want it there. He needs to get back on this medication. And the only way that is he goes back to get the CRC.
All right, thank you. And just one last time, I don't want to shortchange this. Mr. Soto on the line.
No, he's not on my. That's my father-in-law, sir.
Okay, I'm sorry. We received a separate call stating that the other victim would be present, but if that's all, sir, or unless there's anything else, let me just take one. All right. Yeah, I don't see any other holds pending for Mr. Flores, so I'm not gonna note that, but I will, Mr. Flores, impose the bond on you, $500 cash or secured. I'm also going to set a hearing for you in front of Judge Sarah Mayhew. And that's going to be on September 30th at 1:45 in the afternoon. And I'm going to appoint the Tucson City Public Defender's Office to represent you, sir. Okay, so they're going to be your attorneys for purposes of this matter. If you do post the bond, I'm going to order that you not have any contact of any kind with the alleged victims, to include going to where they work or live. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
Your Honor, you sure you don't have the paperwork? I'm sorry.
No, sir, there's no mental health or any kind of work or notation from the judge, but, or I'm sorry, from the jail rather. But that may just be a matter of it being processed or not having been fully actioned at this point. So that's not before me this evening. The only thing that is before me is the criminal complaint, the narrative, and the pretrial services workup. So at this point, the only thing that I'm actioning right now is the conditions of release, which, as I stated before, Mr. Flores, you will be held on a bond. I am appointing an attorney to represent you. If you do post a bond, you are not to return to or not to go to the alleged victim's home or place of work or have any contact with them of any kind. I'm also ordering that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. And I'll further enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf to these charges. And lastly, advise you that you have a right to attend all hearings in this matter, include a trial where you are presumed innocent and the burden of proving you guilty is on the state, and that burden is to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. However, if you fail to attend a hearing, you fail to show up, new charges could be filed against you, a warrant could issue for your arrest, or those hearings could go on without you being present. So basically, a trial could happen where the state is going to put on its evidence and you don't have an opportunity to present your case if you don't show up. If you're convicted at a trial and are unable to be sentenced because you're absent, then you may lose the right to appeal any conviction. So bottom line, you need to show up to all your hearings in this case and communicate with your attorney. You understand all that, sir?
Yes, so I'm not understanding the bond, configurations. Does that mean?
I'm imposing a bond of $500 cash, which means if you wish to leave custody or leave the jail, you would need to post that bond with the jail in order to be released. You understand?
Okay, yeah,
Then if
Your
you
Honor.
if you need more information about that, you can certainly talk with jail staff and they may be able to provide you more information about bail bondsmen and other matters. But for now, that's the condition I'm going to impose as far as your release tonight. And that's all I have for you, sir. Thank you.
Your Honor, if the paperwork comes before he's released, does that matter, make a difference?
It may,
Or
sir.
would he-
It may, sir.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you further on how the jail is going to action that.
Okay.
All right. That's
Okay.
all I have for you, Mr. Flores. Thank you. You're excused.
Of course, send up, go for it. Paul.
Sit down, sir.
Yes, sit down.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Paul Fowler, 3/20/1985. Paul Kenneth Fowler.
Mr. Fowler, good evening. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this evening based on two criminal charges, misdemeanor domestic violence assault and misdemeanor domestic violence disorderly conduct. These allegedly occurred earlier today. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent and anything you say can be held against you. Taking a look here at pretrial services report for you, just to make sure I'm understanding all your circumstances. Just give me 1 minute. All right, sir. Do you reside, I'm sorry, I'm assuming you live with the alleged victim here, Ms. Fowler?
Yes, sir, you are correct.
You have,
This is my wife.
understood, sir. Do you have another place you can stay for at the time being?
Yes, sir, a neighbor, sir, down the road.
Thank you. All right, sir. Unfortunately, pretrial services couldn't reach her for comment on conditions of release, so I have to err on the side of caution and order that you not have any contact with her, at least for the time being. I'm going to set a hearing for you on October the 28th at 1:30 in the afternoon. That'll be at the Tucson City Court here in downtown Tucson on East Alameda Street. If I release you from custody, will you promise me you will appear at that hearing?
Absolutely, sir.
Thank you. All right, I will release you on your promise. I'm going to order again that you not have any contact with the alleged victim, to include going to where she works or lives. I will allow you to go back to the home to gather any personal belongings if you wish. You'll do that with the
Sir.
So
Yes, sir, thank
what'll
you.
happen is you'll contact law enforcement, arrange for them to be present with you at the home before you go in, with you while you're gathering belongings, and then leave with them when you're done. You're not allowed to go back to the residence otherwise until told otherwise by a judge. You understand?
Yes, sir, I do.
Then you'll be released later this evening. Please make sure and abide by all these conditions. And do not miss your hearing on the 28th in front of Judge Millian. Otherwise, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. That's all I have for you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Haley.
Hello.
Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Haley Hannon, July 11th, 1998.
Do you have hmm. It appears the last name. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, my sister's right here too.
No, I'm sorry. The alternate last name of Bell, Belle.
No, that's my middle name.
It must have.
It's Stacy Bell. My middle name.
Okay.
Last name here.
All right. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, Miss Bell. All right, Miss. And you're being seen here this evening based on misdemeanor charges of domestic violence, disorderly conduct, allegedly occurring yesterday.
Yes.
To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. I believe you're being held. Just let me take a look here.
Okay.
I believe you're being held on a separate matter out of the Marana City Court. That matter is not before me tonight. The only one that I'm reviewing is what I just mentioned, the case I just mentioned in the Tucson City Court. So in this matter, what I'm going to do, because you're already being held, is appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you. So
Thank you.
they should hopefully be helping guide you through this. And I'm going to set a bit of a quicker hearing on October the 1st at 1:30. That's going to be a video review hearing. So just in case you're still in custody, you'll be seen by Judge Millian at the Tucson City Court in the same way you're appearing in front of me this evening. If not, if you are released from custody before October the 1st, then you need to go to the Tucson City Court and attend your hearing on the 1st, okay?
Thank you so much.
If you are released, I'm also going to order that you not have any alcohol or illegal drugs in your possession, that you not
Okay.
commit any acts of domestic violence. And let me just make sure and confirm this. Yeah. Unfortunately, pretrial services couldn't reach the alleged victim, so I have to err on the side of caution here and order that you not have any contact with him or go to where he lives or works. Do you live with the alleged victim?
Not anymore. Nope.
Okay, good. So if you are released, or even while you are still in custody, you can't have any contact with him. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. All right, man. That's all I have for you. Your attorney should be reaching out to you, but their phone number will be in the paperwork from tonight's hearing, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're excused.
Hannon.
Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Nicole Hannon, 6/17/96.
Thank you, Ms. Hannon. You're being seen here this evening based on two misdemeanor charges of domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and domestic violence criminal damage, allegedly occurring earlier today. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. Just give me a moment. I need to take a look at some information for you from pretrial services. Okay. All right, Ms. Hannon. I don't believe you're being held on any other matter tonight. And appears that the alleged victim was contacted, does not object to you being released, and does welcome further contact with you, as well as doesn't object to you returning home. So I'm going to set a hearing for you on October 28th at 1:30 in the afternoon in front of Judge Wendy Millian at the Tucson City Court. If I release you, will you promise me you will appear at that hearing?
Promise.
And I'm gonna release you on your promise. Again, that's gonna be October 28th at 1:30. I'm gonna order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. And I'm not gonna order that you not have any contact with the alleged victim based on their expressed wishes, but I do need to, oh, I'm sorry. I believe we have the alleged victim on the line. My apologies. Mr. Is it Coke?
Yeah, that's me.
My apologies, sir. I forgot to include you in the discussion. Good evening. My name is Judge Padilla. I am presiding over this section of initial appearances. Purpose of this hearing, I'm not sure if you've heard my last explanation on the previous case, but the purpose of this hearing is just to determine whether or not Ms. Hannon will be released and under what conditions. I believe you already spoke with pretrial services based on the information I have in front of me, but if any of that was inaccurate or you wish for me to know anything else before I sign this paperwork, please feel free to let me know.
No, everything's correct. I need her home. We have kids and I rely on her a lot.
Okay. All right, sir. Well, thank you. Again, I do apologize for not acknowledging you previously. So Ms. Hannon, again, everything I just said still stands. Again, I'm not going to order no contact, but I do need to remind you and Mr. Cook, I will advise you as well. All interactions you have with the alleged victim need to be respectful, peaceful, and if he at any time changes his mind, doesn't wish to have contact with you, you need to break off contact. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. All right, man. Then with that, you're going to be released later this evening. Please make sure and attend your hearing on the 28th. Otherwise, a warrant could issue for your arrest and you can end up right back in jail. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. You're excused.
Thank you.
Jeremy. Jeremy. 133.
Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Jeremy William Owens, January 19th, 1988.
All right. Owens, good evening. This is time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this evening based on 3 charges of domestic violence, misdemeanor charges of domestic violence assault, domestic violence, unlawful imprisonment, and failing to comply with a court order. I'd remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. Just going to take a look here at your pretrial services report so I can make sure I understand your case. I have reviewed the police report and to understand the underlying facts. Okay. All right, sir. Doesn't appear you're being held on any other matter. The alleged victim couldn't be reached for comment on conditions of release. So it does appear there's an active order of protection.
Yeah, because she assaulted me at our daughter's elementary school and then forced our daughter.
Well, again, sir, we're not going to be talking about the facts of your case, and anything you say can be used against you. Okay?
I understand.
All right. Mr. Owen, I'm going to set an arraignment date for you in front of Judge Wendy Millian at the Tucson City Court. That date, that arraignment is going to be on October the 28th at 1:30 in the afternoon. If I release you from custody, will you promise me you will appear at that hearing?
You have my word.
All right, then I'm going to release you from custody on that promise. I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, and that you not have any contact of any kind with the alleged victim, to include going to where she works or lives. And that's it, sir. So you'll be released later this evening. Please make sure and abide by these conditions. And do not miss your hearing on the 28th. Otherwise, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank
All
you.
right, sir. Thank you.
Ernesto,
Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Ernesto Mauricio Parra, June 1st, 79.
All right, sir. Good evening. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here based on a warrant that was issued for your arrest by Judge Jeffrey Close of the Tucson City Court. And this relates to a charge of possession of drug paraphernalia. Appears to be one of several warrants. Remind you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm going to appoint or reappoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you. And I'm going to set a video review hearing for you in a week. That's September 30th. At 1:45 in the afternoon. So you're going to be seeing Judge Maldonado in the same way you're appearing in front of me, unless you are able to post a bond. I am going to honor the bond requested in the warrant, which is $1,000 cash or secured. If you do post the warrant, I'm just going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. And as I said before, I'm reappointing the Tucson City Public Defender's Office to represent you. And with that, that's all I have for you, sir. Thank you. You're excused. No. Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Adam Soto Bustamante Jr., 12/8/84.
Thank you, Mr. Bustamante. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here tonight based on a felony interim complaint alleging attempted murder in the second degree. Remind you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with them before saying anything out loud, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't believe Mr. Bustamante is being held on anything else. I have reviewed the interim complaint as well as the pretrial services report and the county attorney's recommendation, which is $250,000 plus pretrial services supervision. Anything else to add from the state, Mr. Gant?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
And defense?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Bustamante has no prior history. He does have lifelong ties to Tucson. He has confirmed housing with his grandmother, who is willing to assume third-party custody of Mr. Bustamante. So I would ask for a reduced bond.
Okay. I will impose a $200,000 cash bond on Mr. Bustamante. Given the nature of the allegations, concerns for the victim's safety, or the alleged victim's safety, I'm going to order pretrial services supervision. If bond is posted, I'll order that Mr. Bustamante submit to any monitoring or treatment as directed, that he not possess any render any firearms he may have in his possession to law enforcement within 48 hours of being released. They not possess or consume any alcohol and have absolutely no contact of any kind with the alleged victim, to include going to where they live or work. Preliminary hearing will be set for October 2nd at 1:30 in the afternoon. And that's all I have for sir. Thank you. You're excused.
Judge, can we waive reading of the charges for Mr. Ruiz signs?
Yes, waive reading of the charges and instruct both counsel not to refer to any underlying facts of the charge. Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Julio Cesar Ruiz Science, 6/7/1991.
Thank you, Mr. Ruiz. This is time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this evening based on a few felony criminal charges that you and your attorney can discuss later. Remind you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointed the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with them before saying anything out loud, okay?
Okay.
Take a look at the interim complaint as well as the pretrial services report and state's recommendation. It appears Mr. Ruiz is being held on a separate adult probation hold. And CR, County Attorney's Office recommendation was $25,000 bond. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. And defense?
Yes, Your Honor. Given that Mr. Ruiz has a probation hold, and these are non-violent allegations, I would ask for a reduced bond for time credit purposes.
And I will order $2,500 cash bonds for time credit, if that's appropriate in the case. And I will set the preliminary hearing for October the 2nd at 1:30 in the afternoon. I'll note the adult probation hold. If bond is posted, Mr. Ruiz will be under pretrial services supervision. And that's all I have for you. Thank you, sir. You're excused. And do we have the Spanish interpreter on the line? I'm sorry, this isn't for you guys. I apologize.
Yes, Your Honor, this is the Spanish court interpreter.
Great, thank you. I believe the next two defendants will need your assistance.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Buenas noches. ¿Me puede dar su nombre completo y su fecha de nacimiento?
Francisco J. Carrasco, 08-15/1988.
Carrasco 0815 of 88.
Is the interpreter still there?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sorry, you're breaking up there for just a second bit.
Did you hear me?
I did. I believe I heard the your translation of the name and date of birth, but there was a little bit of spottiness. But we'll press on. Mr. Carrasco, good morning. I'm sorry. Good evening. This is the time set for your initial appearance.
Sí. Muy mucho. Dije, esta es la fecha y la hora.
Sorry, on the jail end, are you having the same trouble with hearing the interpreter? Okay.
Yes, Judge.
I'm not sure if it's a matter of internet connection or the placement of the microphone.
Hi. Let me disconnect and connect, Your Honor. Just a second.
Okay.
Is that better, Your Honor?
Yes, I can hear you a bit clearer. Let's try that one. Take that one from the top. Mr. Carrasco, good evening. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this evening based on several felony charges.
Bueno, señor Carrasco, muy buenas noches. Le dice el juez, usted está en su comparecencia inicial porque tiene varios delitos graves.
Those charges include domestic violence, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon,
Las acusaciones incluyen agresión con agravantes con un arma de fuego que se consideran violencia doméstica,
domestic violence kidnapping,
secuestro, que es violencia doméstica,
and surreptitious photographing.
y obtener imágenes a escondidas.
These all allegedly occurred in April of 2024.
Presuntamente esto sucedió en abril del 2024.
You have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you.
Usted tiene el derecho de permanecer callado. Todo lo que diga será y podrá utilizarse en su contra.
You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you.
Usted tiene derecho a ser representado por un abogado y sí le voy a asignar al defensor público para representarlo.
The attorney seated next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing, so if you have any questions, please speak with them before saying anything out loud.
Señor, y el abogado que está sentado enseguida de usted está esta noche en esta audiencia para contestar sus dudas. Por favor, pregúntele a ellos antes de salir.
I reviewed the interim complaint, the pretrial services report, and the state's recommendation.
Yo ya leí la denuncia provisional, el informe que me mandó la Agencia de los Servicios previos al juicio y también la recomendación del fiscal.
The state is recommending $25,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision.
La fiscalía está recomendando que le fije fianza de $25,000 y también los servicios previos al juicio piden supervisión.
Is anything else to add from the state?
Pregunta pues que si hay algo más del Estado o del fiscal que quiera agregar.
Yes, thank you, Judge. I have read the interim complaint again and also the pretrial services report.
Y dice el fiscal, sí, su señoría, yo ya leí también la denuncia provisional y el informe que nos mandó los servicios previos al juicio.
Upon reading it again, I see that Mr. Carrasco held the knife to the victim's throat. When I originally read it, I thought he held the knife to his own throat.
Dice, yo ya leí otra vez la denuncia provisional y puedo ver y leer que el señor Carrasco le puso un cuchillo o una navaja a la víctima en el cuello. Y yo, cuando leí la primera vez el informe o la denuncia provisional, pensé que él mismo se había puesto el cuchillo a su propia garganta.
So I would like to amend my recommendation to a $100,000 bond plus pretrial services.
Así que yo quisiera modificar la recomendación inicial que se hizo y que se le fije fianza de $100,000, más aparte de eso, supervisión a los servicios previos al juicio.
His conduct here is very concerning and seems to impose a high risk to the victim.
Y su conducta aquí es preocupante y también parece que él podría ser un riesgo muy alto para la víctima.
I just uploaded an amended recommendation sheet, and I would ask the court and the clerk to take notice of that and put the updated recommendation in the file. Thank you, Judge.
Y ya subí yo al sistema la modificación de la recomendación de la fianza y le pido al juez y también a la secretaria jurídica que por favor lo suban y lo agreguen al expediente judicial.
Thank you. So noted, and we will amend the record to include the new state's recommendation.
Y dice el juez, gracias por haber mandado esa modificación y nos vamos a asegurar de que esa nueva recomendación de la fiscalía se agregue al expediente judicial.
Defense?
El abogado defensor, si quiere hablar.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Carrasco has no prior criminal history. He is a 1 out of 1. He's a 1 out of 6 on the failure to appear and MCA scales. He does have confirmed employment, and the alleged victim in this case has confirmed that they live separately, they're separate housing. So based on that, I would ask for either release of pretrial services, but if the court is not inclined, then a significant reduction in the bond.
Bueno, dice el abogado defensor, su señoría, el señor Carrasco no tiene antecedentes penales y salió 1 de 6 en la escala de riesgo. A mí me gustaría también mencionarle que él tiene un empleo verificable y que el señor o que la presunta víctima en este caso ya confirmó que ellos viven de manera separados, en lugares y casas separados. Entonces yo por eso le solicito que sea liberado el señor Carrasco bajo la supervisión de los servicios previos al juicio y que también le reduzca de manera importante y considerable la fianza.
Thank you. I'm going to put the $50,000 cash bond and order pretrial services supervision for Mr. Carrasco if bond is posted.
Señor, entonces dice el juez, yo le voy a fijar una fianza en efectivo de $50,000 y si usted deposita la fianza va a quedar bajo la supervisión de los servicios previos al juicio.
Order that he not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs or possess any firearms or weapons.
Voy a ordenar que usted no puede consumir ninguna bebida alcohólica, no debe de consumir tampoco drogas ilegales, ni tampoco posesión de ningún tipo de arma.
Order that he not commit any acts of domestic violence and that he have absolutely no contact with the alleged victim, to include going to where she lives or works.
Y voy a ordenar que usted no debe de cometer actos de violencia doméstica adicionales, no debe de tener contacto con la presunta víctima y tampoco debe de ir al lugar donde ella vive o al lugar donde la víctima trabaja.
So the preliminary hearing for October 2nd at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Y usted tiene una audiencia preliminar el día 2 de octubre a la 1:30 de la tarde.
Thank you very much, sir. That's all I have for you. You're excused.
Muchas gracias, señor Carrasco. Es todo lo que tengo esta noche. Se puede retirar.
And I believe the next misdemeanor. Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Hannon from Madrid, December 22, 1992.
Madrid, I have a notation here that you wish to have a Spanish interpreter. Is that still the case?
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks,
Señora
Wait.
Madrid, Bueno, muy buenas noches, señora Madrid. Aquí está el intérprete para interpretar.
Gracias.
Okay, the purpose of this,
We're ready, Your Honor.
okay, thank you. For purpose of this here, please, wait for the full translation, before answering, okay? All right. Ma'am, can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Señora, ¿me puede dar su nombre completo y su fecha de nacimiento?
Jennifer Madrid, diciembre 22, 92.
Jennifer Madrid, December 22nd of 92.
Good evening. You're being seen this evening based on 4 warrants issued for your arrest.
Señora Madrid, usted está compareciendo aquí esta noche porque tiene 4 órdenes de arresto.
Sí, no sé de qué se trata porque yo acabo de salir de un
To
grupo.
remind you, ma'am, everything you say, can be used against you. And to remind you, you do have the right to remain silent.
Bueno, señora, sí le recuerdo que todo lo que diga puede ser utilizado en su contra y sí, tiene el derecho de permanecer callada.
I'm going to talk first about the warrants you have in the Pima County Justice Court.
Bueno, primero vamos a hablar de la orden de arresto que tiene en Pima County Justice Court.
First warrant relates to charges of domestic violence, criminal damage, and domestic violence disorderly conduct from May of 2024.
La primera orden de arresto, señora, se refiere a violencia doméstica, daños a la propiedad y alteración al orden público que sucedió en mayo del 2024.
The second case relates to charges of domestic violence, threats and intimidation, domestic violence disorderly conduct, possession of drug paraphernalia, and domestic violence assault from March of 2024.
Bueno, la segunda orden de arresto son 2 acusaciones de violencia doméstica por amenazas e intimidación y también por posesión de parafernalia y también agresión que se considera violencia doméstica y alteración al orden público. Eso sucedió en marzo del 2024.
On both of those matters, I'm going to honor the bond requested by the judge who issued the warrant of $999.
Bueno, en esos 2 casos voy a honrar la fianza que fijó el juez en esa orden de arresto que fueron $999.
And I'm going to set a hearing for you in front of Judge Crystal Ann Foster tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m.
Downstairs, it's upstairs.
Le voy a fijar una audiencia, señora, ante la honorable Kimberly Ann Foster a la 1:30 mañana.
Okay.
I'm going to appoint
Okay.
an attorney to represent you.
Y sí voy a nombrar un abogado para que la represente.
That will be Mr. Brent Cicero.
Va a ser el abogado Brent Cicero.
His phone number will be in the order you received from this hearing.
Y el teléfono del abogado va a estar incluido en la copia que le van a dar de esta audiencia.
If you are released from custody, I'm going to order that you not have any contact of any kind with any alleged victim in either case.
Y si usted, señora, sale libre, y le voy a ordenar que no puede tener contacto con ninguna de las presuntas víctimas de estos casos, de ningún tipo.
And I'm also going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs.
Y también le voy a ordenar que no debe de consumir o poseer alcohol o drogas ilícitas.
On your city court matter, I'm going to set a video review hearing.
En el caso que tiene pendiente con City, en el City Court, en ese asunto de la ciudad voy a fijar una audiencia de revisión, pero por video.
That will be on October 12th at 1:45 in the afternoon in front of
Va a
Judge
ser el
Ryan
12
Blue.
de octubre.
Oh, I'm sorry, October the 2nd, excuse me. October the 2nd
Ajá.
at
Thank you, Ana.
1:45.
Esa audiencia va a ser el día 2 de octubre a la 1:45 ante el honorable juez Ryan Blue.
¿Puedo hacer una pregunta?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, you may.
Sí puede.
Algo que me están poniendo, se cerraron cuando yo fui. Por ese mayo tuve la corte y se cerraron esos casos cuando fui a Phoenix a un group home.
Okay. Well, according to me, those cases were closed when I went to Phoenix to a group home. So it's my understanding those cases were already closed.
Well, that's not my understanding based on the court records that I have in front of me.
Señora, no es lo que yo tengo entendido de conformidad con los expedientes judiciales que tengo enfrente de mí.
However, you can certainly bring up your concerns with Judge Foster and Judge Blue on your hearings, during your hearings tomorrow and October the 2nd.
Señora, pero sin embargo, usted le puede mencionar estas preocupaciones y estas dudas que tiene usted al juez Foster y al juez Blue mañana en sus audiencias. Y también tiene otra audiencia el día 2 de octubre. Se los puede mencionar a los jueces.
And in the city court matter, I'm going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you.
Y en el caso que tiene con la ciudad de Tucson o City Court, ahí le voy a asignar a un defensor público de la ciudad para que la represente.
All right, ma'am. That's all I have for you this evening. Thank you. You're excused.
Es todo lo que tengo para usted esta noche. Muchísimas gracias. Se puede retirar.
Antonio.
And just to confirm, we don't have any more Spanish language defendants, correct, Joe?
Yes, no more, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Now let's use the interpreter for the evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye. Oh, my apologies. Thank you for doing that. 1 second, I'll be right with you. Could you make sure the date and times match for Miss Madrid? I believe I said them correctly, but I just don't want to be wrong about that. Yes. No, I'm sorry. It should be. I think they both should be at the same time. No. Yes. Yeah, I think I said just make sure they're the same time. I know they're the same day, but I just don't think I said the same time. Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Antonio Guadalupe Agelar, either way.
What's your date of birth?
2390, sorry.
Thank you, sir. Good evening. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen based on a felony complaint alleging arson of a structure allegedly committed earlier today. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions, please speak with them before saying anything out loud, okay? Review the interim complaint, as well as the state's recommendation and pretrial services report. I do note there is a hold, or not a hold, rather a warrant for a Tucson City Court case, which I'll address next. Otherwise, no other holds from Mr. Aguilar. Was rated a 6 out of 6 on the NCAA scales. And did have 2 prior felony convictions from 2010 and 2021, which included either, just probation violations. County Attorney's recommendation is $25,000 bond plus pretrial services. Anything else to add from the state, Mr. Gant?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor. Given that these are non-violent allegations according to pretrial services, and Mr. Aguilar is a longtime Tucson resident, I would ask for release of pretrial services.
Thank you very much. Given the nature of the offense and the NCAA scale scores, as well as the criminal history, I'm going to impose a $25,000 cash or secured bond and order supervision by pretrial services. That'll include an order that Mr. Aguilar shall be monitored by pretrial services, shall not possess any firearms or weapons, and shall not have any contact with the alleged victim, to include going to the incident location. I'll set the preliminary hearing for October the 2nd at 1:30 p.m. And Mr. Aguilar, you also have a misdemeanor warrant alleging possession of drug paraphernalia, reckless burning in the first degree, and failing to appear. This alleged to have occurred on July the 28th and October the 11th, respectively. On that matter, sir, I'm going to set a video review hearing for you. That is going to be on September 30th at 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge Jay Cranshaw. I will honor the amount requested on the bond of $250 cash. The same conditions will apply in this. As I mentioned in the previous one, you're not to possess any weapons or firearms. Have no contact with any alleged victim. Return to any incident location, and I'm going to appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you. All right, sir. That's all I have. Thank you. You're excused. Just in case already. Yeah, change it. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Ramona Estrada Loftton, February 19, 1991.
All right, Ms. Loftton, good evening. This time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this evening based on a few different things. The first is a felony complaint alleging possession of a narcotic drug and possession of drug paraphernalia. That case, I believe, is being dismissed without prejudice on the state's motion. Is that correct, Mr. Kent?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Okay. Any objection for defense?
No objection.
That Ms. Loftton, the felony matter you're appearing on this evening is going to be dismissed by the county attorney's office without prejudice, which means they may elect to bring the charges again if they choose, but for now, you will not be held on those. Other matters. The first involves a warrant out of the South Tucson Municipal Court related to a charge of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree from June of this year. On that matter, I'm going to set a hearing for you. It's going to be on October the 7th at 10 a.m. If I release you from custody, will you promise me you'll appear at that hearing?
Yes.
Thank you. I'll release you on that promise, and I'm going to set that hearing. Again, it's going to be on October 7th at 10 a.m. in order that you not have any contact with any alleged victim or return to any incident location involved. And lastly, on your city court matter, I'm likewise going to set a hearing for you. This one's going to be on October the 27th in front of Judge Hale. I'm sorry, that's October 27th at 9 a.m. And will you promise me you'll appear at that if I release you?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And I'm going to release you on your promise. I'm going to order you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. Have no contact with any victim, to include going to where they work or live, or any incident location involved. And ma'am, that's all I have for you. Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you.
Lopez.
So,
Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Gina Lopez, date of birth 10/19/1982.
All right, Mr. Lopez, good evening. This is time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this evening based on a warrant that was issued for your arrest. Let me see. Trying to find the arrest and jurisdiction. This is, I believe, appears to be out of Florida. Related to an adjudicated charge of grand theft. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm going to appoint the Pima County Legal Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions, please speak with them before saying anything out loud, okay?
Okay.
I believe this is a post adjudication warrant, and state is requesting Ms. Lopez be held no bond. Is that correct, Mr. Camp?
That's correct, Judge.
Come on. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Depends. You need a moment to speak with the client?
Yes, Judge, just one moment, please.
Go right ahead.
Judge, we're ready.
Go right ahead.
Given that the state's asking for a no bond, we'd ask for a hearing. Please.
Okay. And I will hold Ms. Lopez no bond pursuant to ARS 133856. I'll set the fugitive warrant hearing for September 26th at 2:30 in the afternoon at Superior Court. And again, the Legal Defender's Office will be representing you. So, Ms. Lopez, you're going to be remaining in custody at least for the next few days. Hopefully somebody from the Legal Defender's Office will be reaching out to you shortly. Please make sure and cooperate with them so you can be prepared for your hearing on the 26th. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, ma'am. You're excused. Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Bryce Payne, October 4th, 1992.
Ms. Payne, good evening. This time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this evening based on two felony criminal charges of criminal trespass in the first degree and fraud schemes and artifices. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with them before saying anything out loud, okay? All right, taking a look at the interim complaint as well as the pretrial services report and state's recommendation. I believe state is recommending release pretrial services. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm inclined to agree. Defense, any objection?
No objection.
Okay. That Mr. Payne, you're going to be released this evening. I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. So some folks are going to be speaking with you and giving you calls. You need to communicate with them and stay in communication with them. I'm ordering that if they ask you to submit to any sort of treatment, that you comply and you submit to all monitoring. So basically, if they tell you need to do something, you need to do it, okay? I'm also going to order that you not have any contact with any alleged victim or go back to the incident location. And I will set the preliminary hearing date for October the 9th at 1 p.m. So, Ms. Payne, you're going to be released later today. You need to contact pretrial services and your attorneys and stay in contact with both. And above all else, attend all hearings in this case. Otherwise, you can end up right back in custody.
Okay.
That's all I have for you, sir. Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Edwin Joseph Potay, 22380.
Thank you, Mr. Potay. Good evening. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here based on a warrant that was issued for your arrest by Judge Danelle Liskey of the Pima County Superior Court. These relate to charges of possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia. From July 1st of this year, to remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns or need to speak with her, please do so before saying anything out loud, okay?
Sure.
All right. I review the warrant, as well as the pretrial services report and the state's recommendation for pretrial services release. I think I will do notes from the pretrial services report. There is no other holds or statuses. Mr. Potay was a 4 and a 5 on the NCFDA scales. He was previously arrested and released. The pretrial services indicate that defendant did not have any contact or failed to make contact with the assigned case manager. Defendant indicated that he was not aware of the warrant but was aware of the court date and claimed that he appeared in court on that day.
I did.
Okay. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Judge, I recommended pretrial services simply because it's 1 gram of meth is the underlying charge, given the small amount in the personal possession. I recommended pretrial services, but, I understand his appearance history. I'll leave it to the court.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, I did fail to note that there were 5 prior felony convictions, including several failures to appear. I'm sorry, defense?
Yes, Judge. Given that these are nonviolent drug offenses, as the state pointed out, of meth, I would ask for pretrial services release.
And I do take note of that, but the failing to appear history is concerning to me. I don't wish this can to be kicked any further down the road. I'm going to honor the bond requested by Judge Liskey, $2,500 cash and secured. Order pretrial services supervision if bond is posted, and set the arraignment for September 29th at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Can you repeat the arraignment date? I'm sorry.
No problem. I'm talking a little fast right now. September 29th at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. Ms. Potay, that's all I have for you, sir. Thank you. You're excused. All right. I believe that's all we have. Thank you all. You're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good night, everybody.